Trustee Richardson.
We'll have a moment of silent prayer. Are there any names on the,
What's hours and persons?
Force fund? Is there, any names on the public comment? If so, please share none. Oh, okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I make the motion that we approve the agenda with a change.
okay, you wanna make a motion to make a change in the agenda?
That's right.
Okay, do you want to do that first before we approve the agenda as amended? Do you want to make a motion of what you want to change?
Yes.
Go ahead and make the motion.
I make a motion that we change item number 10 to item number 6.
Six. Okay.
Item number 6. Change item number 10.
And make it item number 6,
That's correct.
and then we move everything else down to public comment would be 7.
Correct.
Financial report 8, chair report 9, interim director 10, young flyer 11, action item 12, board comments. Did I skip something?
Yes.
What did I skip? Oh, I know what happened. No, I didn't skip anything. 12, 13, and 14. No, by removing that, report, the one I got, that put us in there. And make a motion
Yes.
to, amend it to, that's for the, amendment. Support, okay. No, okay, yes.
Treasurer Gilman.
Yes.
Treasurer Trustee Richardson.
Yes, with no, discussion. Okay, okay. So, let's approve the, agenda as amended. I entertain a motion to approve the agenda as amended. We only voted on you adding something. You didn't vote on the total, agenda. You just added. Okay, so I need a motion, the agenda as amended. Okay, is there support? Support by Rosie, any discussion or questions? Roll call?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Trustee
Okay. Now we're at approval of July 28th minutes. Okay, any discussion?
Yeah.
Question? Yes.
I was absent with the food. Like that, I was absent with the food. I couldn't go.
So you want us to amend that and put action with it? Is there support for that? Any discussion or comment? If not, I think mine is marked, but that's okay. That's okay.
Trustee.
Okay. Maxie?
Yes.
Yes.
Trustee resolution.
Okay, it passed. Approval of August 12th, special meeting. minutes.
Next month, we're going to approve the minutes of the special meeting. Yes.
Any discussion? Questions?
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It passed. Now, we're going to have, the presentation on Prince and Princess Tea Party by Bonnie and Marlene.
Okay, just wanted to say how happy and excited we are to have the next royal.
You might have to pull your mask. Marlene can get a little further away from
Okay.
you.
Okay,
And,
how
okay.
excited and happy we are to have the next royal tea party, and actually it started in 2014 with Ms. Richardson, and it has progressed each year. Each year we have added things. So this year, we're really excited that we're going to be also, thank you. We're going to be stepping it up a notch. For the 8th one, we've changed the time. It's not, it has been always October the 2nd, but we're changing the time to 4:30 and 6. This is going to be an enchanted evening. And we're going to have multiple locations through, we're bringing it upstairs. Instead of being downstairs, it's gonna be upstairs, thank you. We had it in the youth room originally, but it's a really cool idea. We add lots of enchanted pieces. We're gonna add, again, there's gonna be a dress up for the dinner dance. Then we're gonna have a meal like we do, in the past, but we're gonna have stories going on all over through the whole upstairs. We're going to, we're talking right now about having the prince and princesses fill out a card, and so we're going to announce them as they come in. We're talking about having the parents put on, they're gonna have a tiara or a crown. And we're going to be crowning them. And so we have an advantage of bringing it upstairs. We're able to move it from, we had originally thought maybe 15 kids would be invited with an escort, adult escort, but we're able to get the numbers up to 30. So that would be 60.
It'll be 30 children and 30.
Yeah, and a chaperone. So, and Marlene is going to give you some more details about this.
So we're hoping
I
to,
need you at the mic.
we are hoping to take this to a new level. And the picture that I passed out will be the flyer, but now take a look. This flyer is just a template of what we're going to pass out at the schools. And those are it's just a template, because we plan on making it a lot, of course, more professional, but I wanted to print something out for you all so that you'll have an idea of what our vision is for upstairs. Once we get the vision going, our colors are no longer going to be pink. So, because we're looking at including all. So we're going with the gold and gold, silver, and white. And our desire is that we would make sure that everyone is inclusive, that everyone will feel included, that they'll come in, they'll vision themselves like the prince or the princess that they are. And we're also going to look to get vendors, volunteers, people who are willing to donate. We don't want to tap into the library's funds. We want to make this almost like it sits outside of that funding and let other people, like I addressed someone today, how often do you come here to use the library? Well, have you thought about donating to one of our children's programs? Because if you can, we would like you to, and if you can't, we understand. We're not forcing you to, but once you see what our vision is and how we'd like to make upstairs and how it will become, then we can move forward and take the library and all of its programming to the next level. That's where we want to go. I don't want to bore you with all the visions and details, but we do plan on tapping into the teachers that we know. And I'm going to ask a lot of them to come if they would take turns doing readings for the children. I'm going to also look into, and I was sharing with Bonnie, that it's time out for us just using whatever we have right here, when there's so many resources outside of the library that we haven't tapped into. Yes,
How much money?
I'm actually, I put a price tag on it. I shared it with Mr. Richardson. I shared it with Bonnie. I'm looking for $1,500. That's on the cheap side. I'm pushing for 25 on the larger. But that's because I really want it to be nice. I want the children to come in and feel that they're at, and as Bonnie said, they're at an enchanted evening. If we have to provide little things for them, like maybe little tiaras, because a child might not have one, we need to be ready to do that. If one of the fellas come in and they don't have their little armor, we need to be ready to prepare that too. Because every child don't have a parent or a grandparent, a guardian, whoever that's taking care of them, that would be willing to maybe go out and get the costume. We just want everyone to come and everyone to feel included. And as far as our food, we decided on chicken tenders and French fries because that's what children like. And so we're looking to find someone who's willing to donate that. We have a lot of restaurants. I know I go to a lot of restaurants now. So why wouldn't they be willing to give back on that regard? And so that's basically what we're going to do. The rest of it is more or less our vision of how we want to see it, with the king and queen cheers and nice table, the round table, everything. We want it up.
Now, I want to ask you, since you're having it upstairs, and I know we have two big wide spaces, empty spaces. Is that the areas where you plan to have this and set up in those two big wide spaces?
Those are two of the proposed spaces. One side will be the dinner area. The other side will be the dancing and the storytelling. And within, when that child walks in, I don't know how much time I got. So I want to put a spotlight out front. Okay. I want the big spotlight. So when that looks,
Excuse me, one more thing. Bonnie, if you don't have anything else to present, you can leave.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
She got it.
yeah. And so I plan on, I'm sharing with Bonnie that we'd like to have a valet. So when Dad or Mom pulls right up there to the front of the library, we take their car from them. That little girl or little guy gets out. And for once they feel like they have come to our ball. And so, yes. And so when they're walking through and that spotlight is spotting on them, they go through, when they come through the doors, we're looking to do a balloon entrance to make it work for them. And so the balloon entrance, they'll walk through this castle door light. And so they'll go through and then they'll be announced. And from that point in, they'll go, they have the options to stop in at the children's room for activity that we're planning. For the youth room will be an activity room. Then they'll venture on to the back to more storytelling. And later on, we don't plan on dancing our way through this. It's not a McDonald's commercial. We're gonna wait till the end for putting on a little music and letting them dance or do whatever it is children do at this point. But that's, how we're setting it up. That's the setup for our vision. It make it bigger, make it smaller, we don't. No, when I say small, my vision is never small. I'm just trying to tailor make it to everybody else's to where, I don't wanna overwhelm people with where we're at.
Will we be able to, purchase a paperback book or, something that, about them that we could pass out?
That is a great question. Yes, we have planned on purchasing little books that they can pick up. We actually would like those books to be free for the children to
Right.
pick up and take home with them. And so, yes, definitely we wanna, that goodie bag will have so many things in them to remind them of the library. That this is where they came, everything will have the library's name on it. So when they leave and they walk out, they'll have, this book was donated by the Pontiac Public Library. This cup was donated by the Pontiac Public Library. So when they open up their little goodie bag at home, someone said, "Where'd you get all that from?" "Well, I didn't go to the library." So that's what we want to do, and we want them to know that. And you know, you all know where I'm at. I think Pontiac deserves it. I think we deserve it. I think our children deserve it. And I think we need to move it. Please don't get me wrong on this one. I know I'm on camera, but we're past the Dollar Tree store at Vision. Now it's time to take it to where we need it to go, because we want it that way. Why shouldn't our children expect it as well? Thank you guys, thank you so much.
Anybody else have a comment or a question?
But I'm talking to you.
Anybody got a question or comment?
No comment. I hear what you're saying. I support it 100%.
I just want to comment and say that when we started in 2014, it was never Dollar Tree.
I know it was,
It was
and
what?
it never was. It was never supposed to be. But sometimes when sometimes people, and they're doing their best, let me say it that way, they're doing their best. And I know that, and you know, and I share this with everyone, these two, especially these two teachers that I know them as teachers, have always expanded our vision to be better, to go forward and to look for the bigger picture and not just settle for just what we're good at saying, oh, well. And so that's where we get it from, and that's where we should expand it from. Yes.
So, she's a teacher. She's an intern.
All right, great. And then, of course, Taylor is at Peace, and we can pull her in. Miss Dr. Powell is over at Walt Whitman. It's a lot of them. I want to pull in as many as we can, because I believe that as we can, because as if we include them, then we'll start getting, and you know, our belief is if you get the child, you're gonna get the parent anyway. If we get the child, we got the parent. So I believe that's where we have to start at and expand on it. Bonnie's doing a great job, and I'm just here to kind of help her out, not take over. I am so teamless sometimes. It's a team effort. It is a team effort, and she's doing a great job. So we hope to go forward from it. Any other questions?
What are the ages again?
We're
Oh, here it is, 1, 2, yeah.
yes.
Okay, I see it. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we go any further on the agenda, Maxie, and there's soup back there, so. And salad, yeah, I don't want your soup to get cold, so I just want you to know that the food is back there if you want to get it. But you said you was having indigestion. Or maybe you might want to get it and take it home. I would just go to urgent care or something. You think you should go?
I think so. Yes, and that's what the medical school, I didn't know. So,
You didn't go to urgent care. She's teasing you, so you didn't go to medical school. I don't think she's recommending you go get checked. Because I can tell you, my second stroke that I had, I went the whole day, I worked. I came to the library, ran my library, thank you, ran my library board meeting. Left here, was in pain the whole time, and was gonna go home. And then I had the pain here. I went to emergency, and they found out I had second stroke.
Either one of y'all want to
So
break it?
I would not, unlike her, I wouldn't second guess it.
This page right here.
So you'll need to go to the urgent care, that's what she said. And I hope you will do that. Can make you go.
No, that's not.
Okay. Public comments, we don't have any. Financial report, is he on Zoom?
Yeah, yes.
So are you going to put it on the screen, or do I need to share my screen and bring it up? Edmund,
Edmund, are you gonna put it on screen or he needs to share his?
Go ahead and share yours.
all right, I have to retrieve it then, wait just one moment. Share. Okay, it says you disabled participants sharing screen.
He said disabled?
Yeah, he has to enable me to share it. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Okay,
Okay.
well, can everyone see?
Yes, that's it.
Everyone can see it? Pardon?
Is it like your screen enlarge it?
Can I enlarge it anymore? Let's see. It's just a magnifier. It's not gonna do it. Is that better?
Yes.
Is that better? Is that large enough?
It is better. Yeah, can you make it a little larger? If not, it's okay. We can just follow along.
Yeah, it's probably about as large as I can.
We just follow along.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
As he moved the arrow, we can look at it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so this is the profit and loss budget versus actual for the month of July, as this is the meeting that we missed. So it's the first month of the budget year. In our revenues, we had $67,235.87 versus budget of $73,259, which is about 91% of budget. And other revenues, $25,590 versus $10,360. We had total expenses, $73,522.29 versus $106,814.37. and net income of 19,304.18 versus a projected net loss of 23,194.11. And the variance is primarily due to timing of certain expenses not being paid, namely the membership, library membership, which is $10,000, which is going to be paid in August. That's why those expenses are lower than projected. And that's offset by higher than anticipated legal expenses of over a little more than $5,000 that was not budget. So that's going to make our legal professional services later on to be over budget. Other than that, are there any questions regarding the profit and loss budget versus actual?
Rosie,
Okay, under the other, we have the expenditures of 25,000.
The revenue, you mean? You said expenditures, you meant revenue?
Okay, for July 2021, there's a total of $25,590 that was spent. The budget, I believe, was $10,360.
Yeah. Those are revenues, those are not expenses.
So you're saying that we had an additional $15,000 that we would have expected to have under that?
Under the revenues, correct. But that's more timing than anything else.
And you said that the other expenses for the membership, do we normally pay it in July when we get our additional tax money? Is that it? Or is that just something that's?
The expense is down below that. So that's in operate professional services, where it's budgeted at 17,835 and there's only 5,477 there. So it's under budget in expenses. And I said that that's primarily due to over $10,000 that we have not paid for our library membership. And that's offset somewhat by the overpayment on legal. But that's why this budgeted number is under in the expenses.
I understood that, but what I'm saying is normally is that membership paid in August?
It was budgeted to be paid in July.
Right.
And so it has not been paid as of July. And I think Edmund was going to pay it in either August or September.
It's on the check with that.
So it's been paid?
At least something.
Oh, okay. All right, that's what I need to know.
I didn't hear you.
He clarified that it's to be paid, so it'll be paid for September.
Okay. Any other question?
any other question?
What's that?
You can go on.
Okay. And here's our balance sheet as of the end of July. And we have in our payroll checking account 35,000. Our general account $642,119.56 for a total of $677,119.56. Accounts receivable $865. Fixed assets of $599,070.08 for total assets of $1,277,054.64. We have in our accounts payable a negative $391.40. That are credits that have not been applied, which we discussed with Edmund. He's going to apply those to future invoices. And we have total equity of $1,277,446.04 for total liabilities and equity of $1,277,054.64. Any questions regarding the balance sheet?
Any questions? No.
Okay, we move on to our treasurer's report. So this is our revenue income summary for the year. Property taxes, of course, is our primary revenue, representing 68.99%, and other sources 31.01% for our total revenue of $97,460.83 through July. Now, this revenue report that was run here should have only been through August. I mean, through the end of July instead of July through August. So this is actually 2 months worth of revenue instead of one. When we run the report, the date should have been July through July. And this report is actually July through August. So Edmund, I would rerun this report for this month's ending for July through July instead of July through August. The next month's report is really the July through August period. And that's going to be the same with these expenses.
So these graphs are wrong.
Right, they're for next month's report, not this month's report. These two graphs, both of them, they're July through August when it should have been July through July. The end of July, July 1st through July 31st. So these reports don't match the financials that I just went over. 2 months instead of 1 month. Now I can run that off my system and share it on the screen if you like.
We'll wait.
You want me to do that?
No, we'll wait, and next month, you just provide us with both.
Okay. Well, that concludes the report for this month then.
Okay, any questions or concerns you want to ask Mr. Hyde?
Appreciate your time.
Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion to accept this report. Second by Maxie. Any questions or discussion? Roll call?
Treasurer Bill Maxey,
Yes.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
Vice Chair, yes. President.
Abstain? But we only got 3 votes. So I thought, so it didn't pass. I'll bring it up. I'll put it back on the agenda for next month's meeting when he provides us with the corrected, charts and things and graphs, and we'll see where it goes. Okay, thank you, Mr. Hart.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, chair report. The first thing I want to bring to your attention is you were coming in, this notebook was being circulated for you to sign up for a time. Our attorney, wants to meet with us. I was going to set it up as a group, but that's not what she wants. She wants to meet with each of us individually. And she wants you to bring any documents or things that we may have that might pertain just for 1 second here. This is Attorney Laura Stewart, that's with MML. Okay. I guess you'll send it to me for some reason. So any documents, basically what it is, any communication, any documents you have that pertains to this case, she would like for you to bring them to your meeting that you have with her. She probably is going to send you an email because I asked Edmund to send her your email and your phone number. So she probably gonna send you something. See what she the second item I want to address, I got a couple of communications from a couple of the board members concerning this, the changing of the board meeting. So I'd like to present it to you, and you make a decision in terms of what you want to do. When I don't have a quorum, I don't call a meeting. It don't make sense to me for you to come down here, and I know I'm only gonna have 3 people to show up. That doesn't make sense. However, that's why the meetings have been changed, because I didn't have 4 people who were going to appear at the meeting. So I canceled and changed it. For the second meeting, I asked Edmund to contact each of the board members to find out when they would be available. Would they be available on the 9th? I did get 5 people who had said, but only 4 are here. The other thing I want you to think about and you can decide, I don't have to reschedule the meeting. I can just put it on the next month's meeting and you go over the items then. The problem with that is sometimes, just like item 12 on here, that's an action item that we need to take care of. Sometimes we have action that we need to take before the next meeting, but I'll put it off to the next meeting. So, I want comments on that before I continue with my report. Rosie?
I made a comment about the reschedule.
Yes.
Comment because I'm committed to coming to the meetings, but it's difficult. It is, you know, and I understand as being a prior chairperson who don't have a forum. But I think sometimes when you say, give a specific date, rather than say, let's see if we can find a consensus when everyone is available, kind of works for me as opposed to be having to cancel the thing. That was my reason for me.
Well, that's why I'm bringing it up tonight.
And I'm just
So y'all can tell me,
So
give me direction.
That's a good time.
Give me directions on what you want me to do.
I'm just asking what time.
She's speaking, Rosie's got the floor. I'll get you finished.
what I said was, as I have done before, to initially, just say, does anybody have a particular date? And then everybody responds, and you can pretty much say, okay, well, we have a consensus for this particular date, and we move forward, as opposed to having a specific date in mind. Because I am committed, and I will change so that I can attend. And that was my reason for saying it.
Well, I did have him to do that for the night, so I see what you're saying. Anyone else want to make a comment? So I have direction on, Edmund and I don't have direction on what to do.
But I didn't need anybody to come back and anything to me. I know there was another email. I didn't need anybody to co-sign me about anything, and I said, I spoke on my behalf. Okay, because I'm committed to coming to all the meetings. Okay, so, I don't need anybody to piggyback off me with respect to what I've said and my reason for saying what I did.
Okay, so it for you? Did you want to comment?
Yes.
Well, we have, okay, so the only thing I can listen to what she said, if we don't have a quorum for our regular meeting, I have a busy schedule too. And, I like to keep it the same time. But Perry, if the people ain't gonna show up, they don't say to me, having 3 of y'all to show up. And we can't get nothing done. Okay. So, Maxie, do you have anything to say?
My thing, I read the, no, spontaneous. What does the word spontaneous mean? That, automatically or after?
They think that other person thinks that I just called the meeting whenever, which not true. But the second person that said that, which is not true. So that's why I asked him to call, I picked a date, call to see if we had a forum for that day, if that would work. So they think that I just up and come up with a date, and they don't attend half the meeting, the regular meeting. No, I'm talking about the one that,
I'm sorry. My thing is that many times we should be careful how we put things on the media and those out. Spontaneous mean automatically. We don't know if a person comes ill or emergency come, then if we don't have a quorum, it's understandable. And throughout the rules of order, we not postpone, but by law, we have to not have a meeting. So we have to be careful how we throw words around. And I'm gonna be honest and frank. Being elected to this board, if you got 41% of attendance, 45, why? You don't need to be here. Be honest about it. No one has no more business to have government contracts. Government contracts. And I put them aside. Like Bro Earl was telling you about this business with the neighborhood. About your business. So, you know, we have to be very careful. I don't want the public to think that we just do things automatically. And I will put it this way, 75, 4 people have 75 plus attendance. And one person will make a difference by saying things that's not true. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Give that false illusion information to the people that it shares spontaneously. And, you know, I agree when it's time to agree and it's sensible, but I'm not going to agree to, I call that a backstab.
Yeah, so we got 4
I just don't agree to it. So if the chair, we don't come, I know I was sick last week. First time on this in a while, and I couldn't make it. So it's not spontaneous. It's what occurs after, will occur after the terms. So please don't do that. And have the public know that we meet regularly, and 4 of us do have 75% plus. And the shoe fits where one of us have under 45. And I think we should stop right there. Nip this in the bud. Thank you.
Yeah.
we got 4 assistants.
Well, what I will do is I think I'll have Edmund to call maybe the Monday before the Thursday meeting to see if we have a quorum. If I don't have a quorum, then I'll give him an alternative date and find out if I could have a quorum on that date. But there have been times, and you know it because you have appealed, and we only have 3 people and could not conduct, well, your time is just as valuable as that person's time. Exactly. So this is what I'm going to do. Edmund, the Monday before our Thursday meeting, which will be the 4th Monday, call each of the board members and find out if we have a quorum. If we don't have a quorum, actually, before you make that call, I'll give you an alternative date. And you can ask them, well, can you make it this date? And we see which date we have a quorum. Yeah.
Madam Chair, I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
Because according to the Bible, we scheduled to have a meeting on a specific day. We voted for that years ago. And so unless we want to change that, we should schedule it for the 4th Thursday of every month at 5:30. Unless we're going to change it. And usually that's changed on the first meeting.
She just saying,
Don't tell me what's not good. Give me something to do so that I can make sure we take
she
care of
just saying,
it.
don't give them a turn.
I
She-
said,
what you said,
go ahead,
don't give them a
in
turn.
terms of him calling people. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
in terms of you calling people to find out if they're available, that's more than enough time to notify you or the vice chair whether they're gonna be there that Thursday. Don't give somebody an alternative.
What if we don't have a quorum?
That's different.
What's
That's
that?
what she asking. She asking you, if we don't have a form, what do you think we should do next?
That's what I'm
And
asking
I'm
them.
saying, then you follow up after that if you don't have a quorum.
And call them again.
With the attorney.
With an alternative, but you don't give to them initially on the when you call for the initial meeting.
I'll do that, and it don't matter. I'll put it off to the next month if that's what you want.
You don't have to put it off to the next month. I'm just saying simply, don't give anybody an option if it's etched in stone for the 4th Thursday of every month at 5:30, then that's what it should be. And don't say, well, if you can't make it this day, it can become another day. That's not business.
Yeah.
So
that's
if you
what I
can't-
prefer, but that's the way they've been conducting business. And then I need staff, because I'm trying to keep the business of the library going forth.
But you also want, and you can have a meeting after this one, and my suggestion would be that if you don't attend the meeting, and you don't follow protocol, then you will not be able to vote in the next 2 or 3 meetings. And if you don't follow protocol in terms of calling you or calling the vice chair in advance, then you are suspended from being able, you can't suspend it from the board, but you can suspend it from voting.
We can look at that. I don't want to lean on it tonight.
I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying,
saying we can look and see.
whoever's on that committee, you can have them.
She
do
just
that.
asking, she has to go over the bylaws. to make sure that's-
That's what I'm saying. It's not that it's not appropriate, I'm telling you what's appropriate, you cannot suspend anybody from the board,
Right,
okay, you cannot remove anybody from the board, but
right.
you can suspend somebody from voting. That you can do.
That's what
I'm
she
gonna
said.
look
She
it
said
up
she
and
has to
find
do
it
that.
in,
That's what she-
where is it in the bylaws? Maxie, did you have your hand up? Maxie, did you have your?
Yeah, I hear both of you are saying, the bylaws definitely stated 5:30 on that Tuesday. But and it definitely stated, now, if you have nerve enough to call, not call at all, and just be absent. And then say, it's being said, no, you go by the bylaws. And if you don't call him, this is why I said, it's not an excuse, absent, it's just absent. It was happening, we're falling into a pattern, or we recognize a pattern, but some of our members just continually not to call absence, and then to make different expressions. If I'm not here at 5:30 and I haven't called in, you're right. You've got to call, and you're right, we've got to ask for additional meeting. But why give a person a leave with an excuse? So you're already using that. So don't add to the, by Monday. It didn't say by Monday, it said 5:30.
I know, but I don't
Right,
want
so allow
y'all.
that person, a person to say, well, we'll call before.
Mr. Maxey, why
Actually,
she
you
said-
need, you can do what you want, but I would.
I don't want y'all to show up.
Mr. Maxey, why
don't have
she was
a
saying,
quorum.
she wanna call at a time on Monday.
Yeah,
To see if we have a point.
right.
If we don't, then we figure out the next solution.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I don't totally agree with that. I look at the loophole to give Bill Max an excuse. Anyway, because I have that loophole, and Bill Max just might take advantage of it, that's all.
Then we won't have a meeting.
Yeah, we don't have a meeting.
Mr.
The
Maxey,
money's not nothing, what I'm saying. To me, it's not, you know.
Mr. Maxey, she's saying she wanna call the week before. He's not giving them time. She's gonna call a week before.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I'm just saying what's actually happening.
Yeah.
We get that,
I'm
we get
just
that.
speaking to the truth.
Yeah,
I know what's happening, but I agree with everybody.
yeah.
Truthfully, I do.
Now, I don't want a name said, but Edmund.
I know that.
It's 6 people on the board.
Edmund, then somebody tell you they would be here today and they're not here.
Just pull up your emails and you'll see it, come on now.
No, it
I
ain't
would
in my
say it
phone.
is, yes it is. It's in all our emails.
Email, I was
Oh,
told,
on the phone call.
email, I was told, and then later, I was told that they would be, attending the vote.
Protocol.
Never mind.
Madam Chair,
I know what I'm gonna do.
Madam Chair.
I know.
Madam Chair, may I speak?
Yes,
Protocol is called the chair or the vice chair. It's in the bylaws, okay? You saying you gotta look up some stuff in the bylaws. I have read the bylaws and I'm telling you for a fact, it's in there. And that's who they're supposed to contact. And it's been in there since.
I'm not.
mine is already up, so I need to bring it down. What I'm going to do is what I think I need to do. What I'm not going to do. What you say? That's exactly what I need to do, but I can't afford to do it because of all the drama going on in my life right now. What I'm not going to do is call and give the alternative, like she said. That's what so that's the end of that. Now, the third thing I want to bring up is the culminating activity that we had for the summer reading program. I thought it was a good gesture, pretty well attended. There were some areas where some misunderstanding that we will correct so that doesn't happen again. It was nice, vendors, one of the vendors was giving away clothes. Beautiful dresses to some of the young ladies attending. So overall, we will make some improvements and make sure that we dotted our i's and crossed our t's. But overall, I felt it went well. Rosie?
Okay. Oh, I was thinking about Chamberlain, ponies, and they was, after I had a few conversations with them, we do have this, and I was gonna print it out, but I don't know, they changed it. Why I was printing my house record, print it out, but I'll forward it to you. You have a $60 credit if you decide to use it again. And the other thing is, the reason we have the minis do it because the person that ordered it didn't order the regular, program or ponies and petties is like I have for my grandson. They ordered the mini one. So that's why we only have a few in a program.
Well, you are friends with the people, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, they shouldn't even put that out for a minute. How much we paid for that mini, they shouldn't even have it.
I see.
That wasn't even a mini. A horse that looked like he was sick,
I did tell them all
and
of
a
that.
pony.
I did tell them all that they apologized. about
Yeah,
it being
That
rude and
was
all
nothing
that.
like the ones that we had.
It wasn't like anyone like the one that's your happy birthday.
Okay.
But I said, we give them $60 credit, okay, and then you tell me that the reason it looked like that was because I guess a mini form of, I understand, I look, and
Okay.
I was saying for Mr. Ed myself.
Yeah, Mr. Ed was good. Yes, sir.
Just people care, especially when you get on food. I don't know if that falls on us schools and our pages as well, or getting involved with helping promotion, or we're not letting people know, sharing with the schools, not the schools in this session, or the powerhouse company, or wherever the kids is at.
Okay.
We also have to be mindful, and that's something that I have shared over the years, is we have to look at calendars, because other people have events going on their day too. So it's not a matter of, because they did some serious promoting on this, just like the one that happened in June, at last minute, when it was supposed to fall apart and it didn't. But you have to be mindful there are other things that are going on, so you have to look and see what other events are going on that day. That also reflects on the amount of people that are attending the event also.
Somebody's gonna let it out.
No, that's all good. No, you couldn't. But I didn't even know about that event until that day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know until that day, but someone else could have been done. Okay, that is the end of my report. I'll entertain a motion to approve my
I'll
report.
make a motion to accept the report.
For any questions or comments? So, discussion. I'm gonna say any questions.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
Vice Chair, yes. Trustee Richardson.
yes. Okay. Now we go to the interim library director's report.
Um, the library is participating in the year-round program for chaplain. So we're going to have student workers throughout the year as opposed to just during the summer. So we have 3 student workers who are going to be working during the school year. So we're going to evaluate what we need as far as library assistants. Consumers came to, I guess, read them here, and they said that they found a small gas leak. They said there was nothing to worry about, but that they needed to turn off the gas to fix it. So they have done that. I was told it was only going to take 1 day. However, the gas seems to still be off, so I'll check with them as to what's going on. But right now, the gas is off, so we don't have, we're really not using it other than for hot water. But that's the reason why. There's a lady a patron who has come and used microfilm collection. We have a collection of old newspapers and things on microfilm that people use to look up obituaries and other things. And this lady has used it for a few years, and apparently she was happy with it and grateful, and so she decided to give us a donation. So she gave us a donation of $4,375.
Did you say 4,000?
That's what I said. Okay,
$4,000.
$375. Okay, the events. Okay, so we had a Dream Cruise event the Friday of Dream Cruise weekend. Yes, there were other things going on, so it wasn't as well attended as we would like. And one had something going on and several other places, so it wasn't that well attended, but it was okay. We did get about 35 people, but it was all right. The Saturday of Dream Cruise weekend, we didn't have any events or anything going on, any activities going on. But we did charge for parking for up until 5:30, and we made $70. Okay. And after that is our end of summer reading. Okay, that one was a lot better attended. Combined a few things on that day, trying to get as many people. We got about 80 people. We did count the people that just came to get some of the barbecue and that didn't come to our activities, but that's okay. It turned out a lot better. We have, we want to do it again. We have vendors who want to come back, and do that again. So that's something we plan to do again. Yeah, that's about it. Any questions? Yes. Okay.
Go ahead.
Somebody.
And then,
We didn't give away the books.
no,
We had a lot of giveaways. They were nice giveaways.
We had giveaways. We had bagged up some books. I imagine. No, we gave away books at the dream cruise thing, but not at the, in the summer reading. Yes.
You finished, Lori? Okay. First of all, I'm concerned about security. I know Robert was an excellent, he was a team player.
Yes, I
I
agree.
mean, he not only did security, but whatever was needed,
Absolutely.
he was willing to do it. Willie was good too, but he's gone. Is he back from the motorcycle thing?
He will be back soon. He's not back yet, but he'll be back soon.
I don't want to mention a name, but this is my concern, and I may have to come up here and talk with you and the head of the company.
Okay.
Because the security that was coming to replace Robert, I have a health concern about.
Yeah.
And I would like to talk to them because I don't want no liability on our part as it relates to that. And plus, I don't know how much security that is for us.
Right.
So I would like to come up one day next week and we call the company because we're not paying no cheap labor.
No, we're not.
We paying way more than we paid before.
Well, you know, Robert actually talked to the supervisor about that, and that's why we have.
I don't want to put it on record. I want to talk with you privately
Oh, okay,
and the company people.
okay.
And then if you want to see me after the camera is off or whatever, I'll tell you what my concern is. Okay, yes. Share the vote?
Sure.
Yes,
Free haircuts here on Thursdays for youth.
every Thursday?
Ages. Yes. Okay.
K through 12 every Thursday. I believe 4 to 7.
It's 4 to 7, yes.
Let me see.
And that started today, and I needed to do some last minute setup in there, maybe 10 minutes before 4. Somebody here.
And it's on
It's
Thursday.
pretty popular.
Thursday.
Okay, was that it? Yeah. Maxie?
Voluntarily, one of the security people talked.
What'd you say?
Voluntarily, one of the security talked to me about they were uncomfortable about the assignment that was given from the head coordinator supervisor. They were called in and had to work for a little bit of overtime, wasn't a scheduled day. And the summary of what he was saying to me is that we're treated different than General Motors. We're treated like we're a stepchild. And if General Motors in the company have that schedule, their own time, they're not called out of bed, why should they be called up all of a sudden on the person who did? But that's an internal thing. But I'm just reporting voluntarily is what the security guard said to me.
Well, what I can do, if any of you are interested, I can have 4 people, because that's cool. But when I get with him to make the call to the security people, if any of you have comments that you want to make, I will let you know, or Ed will let you know when that's taking place and you can come. And what concerns you have.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, September is library card sign up month, and we are giving away every Thursday. Popcorn, hot candy. Well, yeah, we have giveaways for getting new library cards, or bring away an old library card. There's some months. We have gifts for generally don't skip months, but there are other things. Actually, they wanted the board to go upstairs and get something, but that's not possible. It's only 4 to 7. So. But yeah, that's it.
Well, if they wanted to, they could look at what they have and bring it down and distribute it.
Yes, I suppose I could do that.
That's, that I was thinking more about snacks for giveaway. Something we had before, obviously before the pandemic, but, in terms of being able to engage with them, I can do that. I want to do it.
We would welcome you doing that, Rosie.
I said that before, so.
We would welcome you doing it.
We would. But
I didn't hear that.
I
You said you
think
volunteered to come down?
No, Rosie said about contacting,
Oh, counts down.
to get free snacks for the kids. And she said she had done it before, so I told her we would welcome her doing everything.
But did anybody want popcorn or something?
Yeah, bring it down.
Oh my God, okay.
They can bring it down, and if they have a mug or giveaway or something.
Oh, I know, those are for people get library cards. So
Oh, library.
I'll take both. I think it's a.
Please.
They get one and two.
I, cotton candy, I don't know, but if you got popcorn, I'll take that.
Take her back. That's 2 for me on top.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all want us to go?
We gotta finish this meeting.
Little bit of grace.
There's a little bit of gray.
Do you want anything,
Give them a minute.
Maxie, do you want cotton candy?
Yeah, I might want.
I'm the only one. Nah,
Take a pop.
and he said he'll take mine. Okay, now, is that the end? Edmund? Okay, I'll,
I make a motion to accept it.
is there support to that? Maxie, discussion or questions?
That's comment. I like the way it's rolled out.
Okay,
And hours and minutes, and individual coordinators seem to put this together and explain for the time they use and the number of people they serve. I haven't seen this before in my life. That's what Gunther does. Anything you do, you're responsible, document it, time spent, no question back. I like this. I like it.
okay. Anyone else? Roll call?
Treasurer will be enacted.
Yes.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
Vice Chair, yes. Trustee Richardson.
Okay, thank you so very much. And I don't know if you can call me or what, or the young lady, I'm gonna take care of it.
I'm gonna go up and help them bring it down.
She can bring down. He said we couldn't get a word.
I don't know.
I know, gotta know. All right, now Rosie,
Okay.
the young flyer class.
Yes, Barrington Irwin is one, he was the first, African American to fly around the world. So, that's a program, STEM program, and I would like for us to get engaged in that as far as, a flying program for kids to be participating in that. I have to go curriculum, there's a beauty component of it. There's also, teacher engagement with the teachers involved in projects for the kids. Unfortunately, we did with a program that was the Waterford schools, the Pontiac schools, the initiative, the kids could be a part of it. And then at the end of the program could actually go to open airport and learn how to be a pilot, and Pontiac said no. No charge at all. So anyway, that was something I'd like to do, and then be able to have a partnership with Open Airport for our kids to participate in that. And I'm gonna bring that on board.
Well, I'd like for him first, that somebody to come and make a presentation. to the group.
I can bring everything up, but he's in Florida, so I mean,
Oh, he living in Florida?
yeah, and that's where the flight school and stuff is. Well, I mean, I can play all the video, we can play the videos here. So you can see how to
Well,
play it.
I would like to have
Oh, okay.
a formal presentation.
Yes, we can do a phone. I mean, there's presentations that we can show, and then I can print out the curriculum and everything so I can see it. Or we can watch all the videos and go along with it.
Okay, now the other thing I wanna ask you, because I don't wanna get into another gaming, community cuisine, and the attorney tell us we can't do it.
This is a curriculum for school.
Okay,
This is free, there's no charge for it. I can show you videos and everything, for the community projects and everything to go with it. So there's no cost for each child to participate in it. I wouldn't mind, a couple of my colleagues, to actually present the curriculum and have some parents and everything that are on board with that.
okay,
So that's one of the things I want to do, and that was something, they were talking about, and I know the young lady probably got the same information I did about in general, in terms of grants. Okay, to be able to use some of that money as far as the reading component for the curriculum for the ability fight program, the STEM program.
okay, I'll put you on the agenda for next month.
Market send it to everybody, so everybody can do it themselves.
But we wouldn't have,
Sure, we can do that.
if we don't present it in the meeting, then
I can do that, I'll do that, I'll present, okay, I'll have everything set it up so we can actually, show it so everybody can see it, not a problem.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I
I thought you were saying, I'm sorry.
No, so I would like to be able, once we present it, I would like to be able to have a curriculum and everything printed out after we do that, so we can get started and get our students from kindergarten to 12th grade, so I'd like to be able to divide up into small groups. Okay, so age appropriate, because Dexter and his group, you know, they're gonna be highly engaged in that for the young people, so there are different teachers that will be able to present to their different groups, and I want to be able to do that and use the money in several places in order to do community projects and our projects that we can do. And I like the community and kids being involved in that. And that would be something that I'm sure we may respond to those programs. But it's nothing like, there is no franchise or anything that is being involved into this. It's a free program.
Finished? Okay, what I would like for you to do is part of your presentation next week is to be prepared to do a motion for what is asked for. What were you saying?
Depending on how to do it, for I think it's really to make the interested in using it downstairs to make the speak. Kind of working on but I still have to sit down and see how I'm talking to him.
Okay, if you put that together, a latchkey program,
Yeah, that really was right at the school.
but we need to look,
Yeah.
this place on this floor, when I made my tour, I was shocked how filthy and messed up that it was. So you pick out the space,
Okay.
so we can talk to staff.
Thank you.
If you go along with it, so we can talk to staff to get that cleaned up and fixed up. It's it's several rooms, it's one little room. It's the cutest little room that would be good for little kids. But I gotta make sure that people ain't coming down looking at no piled up junky things. That's the only thing I ask you, maybe you could
Yes.
look, tell me which rooms, and then we see about what we can do. Yes. So I just call it a latchkey program.
No.
Who else wants to
I
start?
can call it that?
And when you do, you gotta go to the state.
Give it to them.
I gotta go through the state.
You call the rescue program. You gotta call the social worker.
Yeah, I would talk to them about it. Well, 9 times out of 10, be a mentoring person, or student, whatever, if they need help.
Well, you come up with a name
Okay,
before I have to do the agenda.
okay. I'll let you.
So that I'll have it on the agenda. I'll put yours on there as it is here, young flyer class program. And, I'll leave it as it is.
Next week.
I'm sorry, next month.
I'll be
Are we having, are we having,
Next month, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
are we having the regular board meeting on 23rd?
I guess, we are.
Yeah.
Why would I change it? No, I'm asking.
You said next month. At first you said next week, and I'm
Next month is October. September,
right now,
September meeting,
Yeah,
yeah,
but you said next week, and I was about to look on like
I'm
next week.
sorry.
yeah.
Whatever, the fourth,
The
third,
23rd, the 23rd.
yes,
1, 2, 23rd. Okay.
yeah.
So I wouldn't be sitting
I
here
didn't
listening
change
about
anything.
spontaneously changing the meeting.
No, I didn't. Now, are they bringing all of us something, or we have to go up and get it? They said one corner, I see something in a
I'm so sorry, we ran out of popcorn.
Okay.
And we gave it all away. I'm sorry.
Did you want snow cone?
Well, I would, since I'm not taking cotton candy. See, I have to watch my sugar. So I don't know, how much sugar you take for something?
That's right.
Not a lot? Oh, okay. So it's ice. I guess the ice, water down the shell.
I'll take that, yeah. Okay. That's why I can't have it. Oh, this is mine.
That was mine.
Oh, no, we have- I thought we had- Okay. I action item for tonight, and I apologize for you having markings on yours, because what happened, I had marked up mine. And, they ran the copies off of mine. And what my markings indicate are $80,000 or less. When we're looking at this, that's what my markings are for. Yes, Rosie.
Madam Chair, I was gonna say, this is good, but one of the things that I think I sent to you, and I don't know if you had a chance to look at it, was you look at the amount that each one of these communities at level 6 has to operate in a year. Lake Orion. Lake Orion operates with $2.5 million a year. They have 33,000 people, 44 employees. They're level 6, but they can afford to pay. I mean, and look at what they're paying. See, what you don't see here is how much revenue they operate with every year. If Lake Orion is operating with $2.5 million a year, and Pontiac is operating with 1.2, I mean, we are on down about $600,000 from where we were before. Okay, with our spending, it's a big reflection.
That's why I marked the ones that were close to what because we're gonna have to be competitive too.
I understand that, but I'm saying you also have to understand that if Lake Orion is operating with 2.5 million each year, and we're operating with less than 1.5 million, we were at least 1.9 million, that's a different story, different
I
time.
see Lake Orion.
She's talking about from her first.
I'm going by this sheet.
No, it was on, Lake Orion was on one of these sheets, I thought.
I don't think we should go less than.
That's, else if we go less, there is a community with 75,000. That's Chippewa River. One with 70, that's Taylor Community Library. Trenton Veteran Memorial, 71,000. I don't know what size library or budget that they have.
Everything they have here is level 6. All that are reflected here are level 6 library.
Yeah, what?
That's,
A level 6
that's
library.
what,
Level 6 library.
that's what he gave to us, so we could make a comparison.
And I'm saying that Oregon is also considered. But I'm saying what you're not seeing is the amount of operating budget that they have per year.
And I think we don't need to see their operating budget because we have a budget. We were already operating within that budget, paying a director $80,000 a year. Now, if you want to go down below 80, and you think we can get a quality person, it's up to y'all. But we need to take action today because it cannot be posted
I don't,
until we decide on the salary.
personally, I don't see a person coming to work for an establishment.
Say that now again.
Personally, I don't see anyone coming to work at our establishment for $150,000
You don't see them come to work. in
as a library
this
director. At any library, director. Look at their colleagues, looking at the sheet right now, you see how much money it is?
Yeah. The same credit,
Yeah, it'd be taken like.
$142,
It'd be disrespectful.
$143, $180. Yeah, I know they got a larger
Yeah,
operating budget. I'm not asking us to go over what we already paying, which would have already been in our budget. Our 2021-22 budget. We've already allocated.
so,
I need direction on what to do because we need to discuss this and approve it because we can't make the library director job posting until we decide on the salary. Maxie?
I'm hearing right over what it's saying. You know, and we are level 6 also, you know, Rose is saying about the revenue is coming in that was can't afford it. But that might be knocked out simply because we're level 6. I'm thinking that the library.
Is there support for his motion? He made a motion.
Oh.
Is
I
there
thought this was
support
coming.
for his motion?
I made a motion to support staff. Minimum $80,000.
Motion to support 80,000, including benefits.
Yes.
That's what you
You
said.
say including benefits?
Including, I hear that.
Benefits,
Including benefits.
benefits, you would go across that line.
I'm reading this. paper.
And looking
Say
at-
health insurance,
Yes,
Right.
yes. So that's your motion.
That's my.
Yeah.
Here, I thought we were in comments, excuse me, but
Now we on.
I would say the same.
Are you seconding this
I'm
motion?
seconding it. Now that I understand what you're saying, I second the
Now
motion.
you want discussion?
Yeah, but I thought we were in discussion
No.
No,
because Rosa spoke again, you spoke
she
again.
didn't make a motion.
Okay, well, I support the motion.
Okay, now discussion and question. Rosie,
Okay, according to this, it says, yes, they will supply health insurance, dental, and vision. It did not say it was included in that $80,000.
no, it's not included. in
That's what I'm
this.
saying, so you could, I mean, it could go anywhere, I mean, that is, all those things together could go anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000.
We're saying whatever we pay Devin. I don't want a special meeting on this,
Let's
but I
clarify.
can put it off until the next meeting.
Let's clarify, the current, the old library, she had insurance, she had benefits.
You had a salary of $80,000 plus benefits.
So that's what I'm alluding to, I'm alluding to the same, the director should have.
You know what, Perry, that's not what I said. I said,
I'm
I
asking
said,
you a question. That's what I'm asking.
I clarified that the $80,000 did not include the insurance of any sort.
Right,
We
now,
knew
I
that.
rebuttal and ask you a question, I already knew that. Yeah.
We knew that because we were going across the line. See, it crossed the line was telling us, so it ends up, we paid 80,000. You know, it's pitiful what she was getting. $51,000. Ain't nobody else on there that was that low, $51,000. So we looked at,
How was that make $51,000?
well, this said director minimum
That was
salary
that was
by,
before.
Yeah, that was where she was getting 6 hours before, and we made 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
but she asked me when was she making that? This said director minimum salary. Then it goes down to Pontiac, public library. And it showed 51,000 plus benefit.
It was back before her. It was before that.
Whoever it was.
Well, y'all talking, I'm not getting into sense out of this.
Okay, you want me to help you? All right, here's the sense of it. He went through, pulled up a chart of all of the class 6 libraries.
Yes, I
We
understand.
are a class 6 library.
I understand.
Okay. And it tells how many people we serve. Then we go over to director minimum salary. At some point, these were the minimum salaries for all of these libraries over here on the other side. Then it goes to maximum salary.
Exactly.
For Pontiac, the minimum salary we paid was $51,000. I don't care if her name is Mary Blue. Whoever it was, she only got $51,000. Who was he? Okay, so you agree that that is correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
Okay, that's the 89.
Oh, that's the next one, where it's the maximum, the director got $80,000. Now, the next question is, did they get health insurance? Yes. Did they get dental insurance? Yes. Did they get vision insurance? No. We only paid for health and dental.
And I thought that's what Earl was saying,
That's what
that
he was saying.
included,
It's what I said.
right, include, so
I
based
just
upon the
read
fact,
off this paper based off the.
That's what he said.
all right, that's why I had to set it, slow it down,
Yeah,
because I understood what you were saying, inclusive. Yeah. So you get everything
if
with
you don't
vision.
want to pay for vision, that's okay, but I think that they deserve dental and health.
And our other one was hidden.
Yes.
And if you look at this chart,
And
everybody on here is getting it.
But I understood the competitive part of it. If you reach out, and I heard someone saying that, hey, if you reach out, and once you interview, you have to have an attractive salary. No one's coming in at 65, no one's going to come in for 70.
what I said.
But if the ongoing,
Yeah.
regardless, you was class 6, we were class 4, I understand that, but we're not. Based upon this, I said, inclusive.
Yeah.
I knew that in the first place, but I didn't want to slow it down.
Then we can figure it out.
Also be sitting here too.
Well, he's not gonna be, he's just an interim director. He already got this. He did one credit this for what?
I just asked.
Yeah, he printed this.
Vision was on vision.
Okay.
The vision was included,
It's a lot.
but it's not showing it
A
on
lot
here.
of people, a lot of, like, I would expect vision to be improved.
It was included.
Vision
It
says no.
says no.
But I'm saying, me personally, I'm saying that I think it should be included. That's me personally. I don't know what the problem is. What we saying, if I work for a
Ain't no
job
problem.
making $80,000 and I oversee a library, I expect for you to pay for my benefits. Why not?
You don't have to explain that. You got one no and oh, yes, we support what you said. This should be included, maybe some type of graphical.
Well, there's more than one no, but I don't want to deal with that.
Those numbers, it's free, so what?
I said I don't want to deal with it. I was just pointing out that there are three. And Edlin said that that wasn't true, that she was getting, so that needs to
She
be
had
changed.
her own vision insurance. Right? Did you say that?
Did we pay for it?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, she was getting all of it, all across the board. Cool.
I just have to do some fun reason.
Say what you want to
But
say.
it's in the
But I
budget.
said it doesn't make sense. I'm telling you that she had the vision and you guys say like, forget you, you don't count.
I didn't hear you say you had the vision.
Let me ask Ed.
You never said that. That's your
And I
assumption.
said,
had a
I
vision.
said that. she
Just
did
a
vision.
minute, just a minute, just a minute. Who was next? Were you next, Rosie?
No.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if you start somebody, are you saying the minimum salary the person gonna give is $80,000? Or you saying that, I mean, you have to, why can't you start and say the minimum would be $65,000-$70,000 and you have a max? Then you're gonna include these $30,000-$40,000 for insurance. That's what I'm saying to you. If you just gonna say, we're gonna start you out at $80,000 and then they might ask me even more. So why can't you just have a starting point, okay, that's inclusive, that will go up to $80,000 to $85,000?
Is that your comment?
That's my comment.
Anybody else got a comment? All right, I'll call for the question. Would you?
Roll call. Treasurer Bill Maxon.
Yes.
Madam Chair.
Yes?
Vice Chair, yes. Trustee Rosen.
No. Okay, so we're back where we were. I don't know how long we're gonna be in trouble, about not posting this and having somebody there. Yes, Rosie?
May I make a motion?
Yes?
I make a motion that we have a starting salary, at $70,000 with a window that goes up to $85,000. Because you may not get somebody that's a first year person, you may get somebody that has, seniority already. So if you start off with a low point, then you have wiggle room in between that for a salary for a person. You don't just have just a direct amount of money that you're saying that somebody's gonna get. You have room for them to work on. For you to say, okay, based on your experience or whatever, we can offer you this, as opposed to saying, okay, we're just gonna give you $80,000.
No, I'd have to give a second to her motion. Who's gonna second her motion that, we start off at 65,000 with a growth up to 85,000. I have to give a second to that.
We have two motions.
No, we
No.
just got one, the other
We
one
got
failed,
one, but I'm thinking.
the other one failed.
It failed, right? Okay, I was
This one
commenting.
just, this one
I
bad.
can't comment, but I'll get a second on her motion.
Comment on more insight. I'm thinking back how corporate does.
Excuse me, I didn't have a second
Oh,
on her motion. It dies for lack of support. Okay. So. Well, no, it's to put it on the September, agenda, because until without a salary, we can't post the thing. Okay, we're down to board member comments. Mr. Maxey, I'll start with you.
yeah, I want to. I did send Madam Chair communication. And what I want to present to my colleagues tonight. I take this opportunity to share with you an initiative to establish the first historical African American museum in Oakland County, ACES, which is a national organization across the nation. This museum was historically be the first history of African American soldiers who greatly contributed to the African American military machine. I'm presenting this as an initiative. And the reason being, again, well, secondly, is that the system of Oakland County and across the state, this would be a showcase to aid to the state of Michigan, to add to the state of Michigan, complete African American military history. I personally am the commander and the coordinator of this initiative. This is a draft and a proposal. I would like to present this whole proposal at our next meeting. This is on a draft.
Okay, what I would like to do, Mr. Maxey, I can put you on the agenda for October. I think that we have stuff that's going to, we have 2 presentations already. A support group for the kids at the school and flying, young flyer class. I think both of those will take quite a bit of time, so I'll put you on the octave.
There's nothing I can do about that.
So what's the name?
September, if that's
What's the
the
name of the program?
It's Pontiac Library, African American Military Museum, African American.
Military Museum?
African American Military Museum, Pontiac Public Library, is only a draft. That's an initiative. And to me, nothing takes place over the history of African American soldiers who are responsible for us sitting here this day. And we have a lot of impact, and I do not particularly agree to being secondary to any community in Michigan whatsoever. This is a national, it's been there before I was born, it's been there for years. And I ask that, I'm not waiting until October because November the 1st is Veterans Day.
Okay, the point's taken. I agree. Point's well taken. All right, I already made my comments. I'm the director. Period.
My comment, I'd like to do a big shout out to General. Park, that was the first time. We're doing it 2 more times. When we drive by Mechanic Park, we show the park. It's like a Mechanic Park, that's the first time because a lot of residents over there. Not like the other parks, so we're just trying to provide for the east side of population. September 11th, we have 100 open university pre-med students coming back. September 11th, 9 to 12. Questions for you like to phone number is 248-842-1845. Once again, it's 248-842-1845.
Now, where is Mechanic Park located?
It's on Paddock and Mechanic. Richardson / Mechanic Park. So if you come straight down Paddock, it's on the left hand side.
And it's 9/11.
That's called Mechanic Park?
Not a park.
It's 9/11.
All these
Yeah,
years.
so they had $2,500 was budget. Paid for the most. Got the gas, benches, and we get good.
You said General Motors, or was it a special group? Or just General Motors?
General Motors, I can get you a special. I'm just kidding. That's all.
That's all you have? Your go-to?
I just want to remind everybody that we still have Freedom Library, if anyone like to have one record, and you want to go to have it available for you. And I did some attendance on it. Everybody interested in having Freedom Library. At their home, in their park, or somewhere. Really home. So, please, if you're interested, reach out to us, get a Freedom Library or in internet or registry, so you'll know exactly where you are, and anyone in the country or in the world can look you up and see if you have a new library.
Is that it?
But I understand you said this is related to 9/11.
No.
Oh, I said September 11th.
Okay, if there are no further comments, then I'll entertain a
Make a
motion.
motion to close it.
All right, supported by,
Vice Chair.
okay,
Roll call.
any discussion or comments, questions? Okay, roll call,
Yeah.
Madam Chair.
yes,
Vice Chair. First. First.
no. Oh, okay.
I'm just being spontaneous.
We'll continue. Okay, now, thank you all for coming. That's